King Carson, Playboy Carti, and Destroy Lonely. Let's talk about it.
Saturday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Saturday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Saturday. Saturday, bring it on.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Music Reviews, Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, this is a fucking day. This is the day. If you're an Opium fan, this is like the Avengers. I mean, god damn. There's a track now that has just dropped. This track is King Carson, Playboy Carti, Destroy Lonely, Off the Meter. Let's review it, starting off with this beat. I like this beat. This beat's got a really good vibe to it. I love the synths. I love the 8-bit elements. I love these synths are just raging on as you're listening to it. And it really just comes out, in my opinion. I like the overall sound of the song. Definitely has like a rage vibe going on here, which is always a really nice vibe.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
The drums are really great too. You know, you're just going to be banging your head to this song over and over and over again. So I really do enjoy that too. I like this beat. I like all the elements too. I like it, you know, when Destroy Lonely comes on, you hear that synth start raging in the background, start going, you know, absolutely off the damn charts. I mean, god damn, Lord mighty. I really do enjoy that too. It just really adds to the vibe, really adds to the track in my opinion. And honestly, too, when I really think about it also, you know, as I'm doing these more shorter reviews for King Carson, I really love how, you know, the synths are kind of have a personality of their own. And what do I mean by that? Well, the synths are really just going absolutely off the rails. And the drums, the bass, too, that's just like covering your ears. I mean, god damn, this shit goes fucking hard. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. This shit's like if I was watching, you know, a Marvel movie and they actually had characters that I fucking cared about that were on the damn screen. I mean, Lord mighty. But let's move on from this beat. King Carson. We gotta talk about him. My next point, King Carson on the hook, and he has a verse too. I like King Carson's vocals. I would really prefer some, you know, more flow switches, but I overall like the flow. The flow's decent. The off the meter hook, in my opinion, I think it's really addicting. You know, I think off the meter could definitely get stuck in your head. But I will say this is not the best King Carson performance that I've heard. I think vocals on here are a little bit flat. I mean, Destroy Lonely is flowing more than King Carson on this song. So that might be a little bit of a disappointing factor, too, if you wanted King Carson to go absolutely hard on here, having a Playboy Carti feature. But honestly, too, I think King Carson, for what he did on here, I think he got the job done. I think it's just all right. But I do like the hook, and that's going to bring up my next point, the hook. I think this hook is really addicting. I like the off-the-meter vibe. It absolutely goes.
This episode is brought to you by Honda. Introducing the all-new, all-terrain Honda Passport Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda Passport Honda has ever dreamt up. The Passport features increased ground clearance, roof rails on all trims, and available specially developed all-terrain tires. And you'll stay comfortable with Tri-Zone climate control and available features like heated and ventilated front seats and a panoramic moonroof. Learn more at honda.com/passport.
At Sephora, we've got what you want because you're obsessed with your skin and we're obsessed with what it needs. Sephora has the best products to help you get beautiful, glowing, radiant skin. With an extensive, inclusive range of results-driven formulas and in-store beauty advisors to help you find exactly which are right for you, the best skincare is only at Sephora. Sephora, for all your skincare.
Clorox Sentiva smells like grapefruit. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like
Okay, we could be here all day. Try Clorox Sentiva for a trusted clean with long-lasting freshness. Also available in lavender and coconut. Use as directed.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Goes crazy in my opinion. Really adds to the song when you're listening to it for sure. I mean, so I like all of those elements there for sure, but I really like what Destroy Lonely has. I've never reviewed Destroy Lonely on this show, never have in my life, and that's probably going to be continuing to not reviewing Destroy Lonely. I'm just going to be real, guys. But Destroy Lonely, I would say, had a pretty nice verse. I like how Destroy Lonely is kind of the switch up. You know, Ken Carson wasn't the switch up. He had no flow switches. But, you know, Destroy Lonely came on here and started absolutely flowing on this beat, absolutely going insane-o off this beat, sounding really fucking good in my opinion. So I really do enjoy that. But, we got to talk about, you know, I swear to God, guys, you know, I'm reviewing music currently. You know, I still got to drop my, you know, part 2, part 3 of how I feel about Playboy Carti's new album. But holy shit. Hey, you have the ad-libs. The ad-libs on here are going absolutely hard. And Playboy Carti is coming hard with that future-like narcissist type voice on here. You really hear it. You hear it on this song, but Playboy Carti's flow, the way he's just casually just switching his flows throughout this beat, really just shows, you know, kind of like, you know, you have Ken Carson and you have Destroy Lonely, but then you have Playboy Carti, the motherfucker that invented this goddamn type of sound, and you can really tell. Playboy Carti sounds absolutely fantastic on here. Love the confidence. I like those, you know, look.
Oh, the sick day struggle is real. But with Dimetapp, it doesn't have to be. Children's Dimetapp works quickly to soothe multiple bothersome cough, cold, and allergy symptoms in a single dose. Our fast-acting formulas are designed with kids in mind, so they get everything they need and nothing they don't. Available in liquid and on-the-go chewable tablets. Tap the banner now to shop at Amazon and say goodbye to the sick day struggle with Dimetapp. Use as directed.
Empower. Claire is practicing her breathing for her upcoming yoga retreat in Bali. Has she ever done yoga before? No. But Claire worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Join our 19 million customers today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisor Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Om Namaste.
Revolutionize your cooking with the Tefal Infrared Air Fryer. Watch as your food crisps up through a large lighted window and delight in faster, crispier, and juicier results with no preheating thanks to Tefal's advanced infrared technology. Discover the future of cooking and bring innovation into your kitchen by visiting tefal.com.
This episode is brought to you by Principles. Are there limits to the U.S. government's debt growth? What will happen if the debts are not curtailed? What should policymakers or investors do? Those are urgent questions that legendary investor and New York Times bestselling author Ray Dalio addresses in his new book, How Countries Go Broke, The Big Cycle. The book comes out in June and is available for pre-order today, wherever books are sold.
The future deep voice, vocals had definitely grown on me. At first when I remember I reviewed a song from, Playboy Carti, and it just sounded like a future song. But when it's, having all these great elements like synths, really great beats too, and, production too, if Playboy Carti is rapping on these beats, on these type of beats with that deep voice, I think it actually adds to the vibe. So, when we talked about this song, guys, off the meter, overall, I really enjoyed this song. I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, what y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know, guys, and I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah. Bye.